reach the bounce.
Hello again guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Live for Set Play Gaming. This is a FIFA 23 Stevenage career mode. It's the Road to Glory with Aidy Boothroyd, episode 58, and it's season 2. Jumping in today, just a friendly reminder to go and watch episode 57. It's the episode where we win the Papa John's trophy against Derby County at Wembley. I promise you, you will enjoy it. And the link is in the description below, so make sure you go and watch that. We have some bad news. Jay Greaves picked up a hyperextended knee injury. So he's going to be out for the remainder of the season. He's going to miss the closing down of the final month's worth of fixtures, but he should be back for pre-season. Going into today's episode, we are taking on Cardiff City away, Peterborough on the Friday night, and then an immediate game on Monday night against Charlton at the Valley. We're going to finish today's episode with a game at home against AFC Wimbledon. Let's see how we get on in today's show. Alright, first game of today's episode. It's a tricky one. We're taking on Cardiff City, the league leaders, and most likely the champions of League 1. They'll be playing championship football next year. Then we get underway, and the opening 7 or 8 minutes, Cardiff piling on the pressure, and then you'll see Ruben Colwill holds it up. Wintle into Unahi. Unahi's shot just over the crossbar, but an early warning to let us know obviously what they're about. And then Cardiff, 5 minutes later, Romeo down the right hand side, cuts inside, knocks it back. Unahi back to Romeo, and he's going to try and get this cross in from the right side. And look who's there. Callum Robinson gets ahead of Faulkner. And if we didn't know any better, like Faulkner completely outmatched in terms of manoeuvrability. Somebody else should have been on him, but you'll see here Faulkner runs with him, doesn't get enough of a leap on it, and Robinson steals ahead. Boothroyd's disappointed with that, you can tell. And so Callum Robinson, after 15 minutes, 18 goals so far this season. He's one of the top scorers in League 1. I mean, it's almost an instant reply here. Gotts, a few minutes later, interchanges passes with Nichols, back to Nichols. Nichols with a shot, great save, and then it's Gotts following up to smash it past Dion Phillips in the Cardiff City goal. That's where we need Robbie Gotts in the box, because when our strikers take these shots, somebody else has got to be following in. I mean, they almost get ourselves another goal. Declan Drysdale causing a nuisance in the box. It's a great corner from Gotts, and you'll see here Drysdale has the beating of his marker. He doesn't even have to jump, he's that tall. But Phillips with the save. And then 5 minutes before half time, Ruben Colwill down this right hand side for Cardiff. He's going to cut in back to Unahi, and Unahi is going to pause, he's going to wait for it, he's going to come back. Rolls, great save from Chapman to push it wide of the post. Anderson Oliveira it was with the shot. And then they finally would be able to recycle this ball. They're going to get it. Rolls back to Wintle, and it's going to come back to Rolls. Rolls is going to make the run into the box. Nobody picks him up, and a deflected shot off Drysdale falls kindly to Rolls, and Rolls puts it through the legs of Chapman into the net. I'm not really happy with this kind of goal because, like I said, of all the places the ball could have deflected to, it deflects, of course, into the running path of their attacker. So Cardiff go in at the break, 2-1. There's not a whole lot I can do about it, but basically just try and do our best against a team that's this good. You would think with a team this good, they should be able to smash us by 2 or 3 goals. Anderson Oliveira just allowed all kinds of space there. Chapman with a save just after the hour. And then Luke Norris from the free kick opportunity, trying to bend it in, but Dion Phillips says no way, and pushes that around the post. It's a good effort from this kind of distance. I don't know whether that was creeping inside the post. And Boothroyd on the touchline kicking every ball. And you see the other header here, this time from Faulkner, trying to make amends for his sloppy marking in the opening goal. Borthwick Jackson with the corner. It's a great header into the corner, but Phillips with another great save. And we're just in the final 10 minutes trying to commit as many bodies forward. Robbie Gotts looking for his second, cuts inside past Perry Young, and it's a great effort and another good save from Dion Phillips. Considering how good Cardiff are, we really kind of came into the game in the second half, and we could have even got ourselves a draw from this game. Another corner comes in. It's going to come out to Kinsella. Kinsella on the bounce. Tried to hit it into the top corner. Unfortunately, not on target. So we end up going down here by 2-1 at Cardiff. And we're taking on Peterborough next. So we really need to shape up. We'll move on to the next game. Alright, so here we are taking on Peterborough now. After the 2-1 defeat to Cardiff, we're putting in a much better, stronger defensive performance against Peterborough, who themselves are aiming to be in the Championship next year. In the opening few minutes, Johnson Clark-Harris down this left-hand side just waltzes past Deitch and hits a hard shot, trying to smash it in near post past Chapman. And look at that, he wasn't that far off from doing so. And then a few minutes later, Taylor into Gilby. Gilby goes down under a collision with Poku. And he would stay down. So obviously a little bit of a concern for one of our best players. And then a few minutes later, just after 11 minutes, Hoskins brings the ball down. And under a really heavy challenge from Josh Knight, the referee gives him the red card after just 12 minutes. This gives us a tremendous opportunity of picking up points against one of the top sides in League One. It's a really shocking challenge. 28 minutes into the game, you'll see Ward down that right hand side. Borthwick Jackson wins it after Drysdale's interception, and the ball kindly sits up around the penalty box for Giando Fuchs to volley in from close range. Have you ever been worried about or questioned the legitimacy of some of the things that happen in FIFA? Just check that. So, half an hour looking to try and get back into the game. They're down to 10 men, but we are a goal down, and it's going to come down, dropping it nicely for Norris, and pushed away by Liska, who's in goal for Peterborough today. Norris with a really good attempt here from the edge of the box. Really strong shot. Liska with the save. And we would go in at the break, a goal down, but another 45 minutes and an extra man to make it count. Let's see whether we can get ourselves back into this game. So, on the restart, Norris across to Brooks. Brooks chips it in. It's going to come to Kinsella. Kinsella brings it down, trying to find the bottom corner. But he just didn't get enough whip on that. He just didn't curl it enough with his foot. It's too straight, the shot. Never on target. And then on 55 minutes, Taylor brings this down. Taylor to Brooks. Brooks into James Wilding. Surely now, James Wilding crosses it off the top of the crossbar. It feels like it's not going to be our day. Borthwick Jackson into Frankham. We're now just 75 minutes into the game. Frankham into Brooks. Brooks cuts inside. Here's James Wilding with the shot. Great save by Liska. And Nichols just knocks that in. It would have to be something like that to break this resolute defence. They were defending really with lots of grit and determination. But poaching there inside the 6-yard box, Tom Nichols just heads that in. And thankfully we're able to get a goal. And then 10 minutes to go, you'll see Peterborough come back at us again. Thompson into Poku. Poku with a shot. It's deflected. It's going to come to Fuchs looking for his second, but he smashes it. And Chapman with the save. We end up drawing the game here 1-1. It'd have been nice to win, but at least we pick up a point. Alright, so taking on Charlton Athletic. This is the third game of the episode. Having not secured a win yet today. Hopefully we can get one here. In the opening 10 minutes. Nichols takes on Lavelle, leaves him on the deck, crosses it in, it's nodded down, and it's going to come to Teddy Brooks, and Teddy Brooks hits a shot. It's blocked. He gets a second bite of the cherry, but drags his shot wide. Having lost to Cardiff in the opening game and then a draw against Peterborough, need to pick up a win here. Don't want to fall off at the end of the season. And then Jaden Stockley with an effort just wide, flashing just wide, just before the 20th minute mark. Showing his ability as Dyche trying to close the shot down. Great tackle here from Dyche on Stockley. It's going to come to Brooks. He gets tackled by Kramer, and then Blackett-Taylor finds Forster-Caskey. And look at this. Great movement. Stockley into Burke. Back to Stockley, and he side foot finishes that past Chapman. That's one of the better goals that the computer has actually scored against me in this save. In terms of, it wasn't as spectacular, but it was a really good team goal. I don't mind when they score goals like that. It makes it interesting, And then defence left at sea for Forster-Caskey to have a shot here just a few minutes later. And bringing out a brilliant save from Chapman in goal. Great save by the big man. We have a chance here just before half-time. Nichols is going to roll his marker, playing Norris. Norris with the shot. Great save by Wollacott. And then Brooks with a follow-up volley, and Wollacott pushes it around the post. We go in at the break, a goal down. But, once we give a good talking to the lads, try and get back into this game. I feel like we've created chances, we just need to finish one of them. Into Nichols, Norris back into Nichols again, on the turn, and then Brooks is going to hopefully cross this in, brings it down, Nichols, and he ends up putting it wide from close range. It's a one guy that you would expect to finish from there, but I guess Wollacott sliding out pushed him and put him off the opportunity. And then just before the hour, we finally break the deadlock. Borthwick Jackson on the overlap. He's going to pick out Luke Norris with a great header down into the corner, and there is the equaliser, and it comes with enough time to go on for us to go on and win the game. We just have to keep pushing. It's obviously hard at this point of the season because the players are going to be tired, having played such a hard campaign. You'll see here, 15 minutes ago, Teddy Brooks slides in on Albie Morgan and gets a straight red. Not a good day for him. We've been trying to integrate him into certain matches to try and get his overall up, but that is not good. He missed some chances. He's had shots blocked. Just an afternoon of frustration for the youngster. And so that would leave us with 5-10 minutes left and just hanging on to not lose this game. Charlton coming at us into the box. Blackett-Taylor with an effort and a great close range save by Chapman. They would come forward again. Albie Morgan into Chuck Saniki, into McGrandles, and a great save by Chapman. Coming to our rescue. Charlton trying to knock on the door, trying to get themselves a winning goal, but we managed to hold out, and considering that we managed to eke out another point from this, especially surviving the last 10-15 minutes with just 10 men, we didn't do too badly. Too bad we couldn't win though. A little bit worried now about our form. Only managed to draw those games. We have been playing some better opponents in Charlton, Peterborough and Cardiff. So a loss and 2 draws. Have to pick it up here, and we got a home game against relegation Wimbledon. Opening few minutes, chance presents itself for Tom Nichols. He puts his foot through this one, and it flies past the post from Nick Sanev. And then 13 minutes in, we get a foul on the edge of the box. Robbie Gotts lining this one up. Sanev rearranging his wall, making sure it's where it needs to be. How is Robbie Gotts going to do this? It's a curling effort off the post. And who's there? Tom Nichols, Mr. Expert Poacher. Tom Nichols puts us a goal up. Surely today we can grab a win against this team. Wimbledon, no doubt, going to be relegated into League 2. So Tom Nichols scores on 14 minutes. It's his 8th goal of the season from 33 games in the league. And then a few moments later, another chance presents itself. Robbie Gotts carries this one into the box and smashes it into the top corner. 2-0. And Robbie Gotts I've often criticised his finishing, but on this occasion he picked out the top corner brilliantly past Sanev. It's a really nice finish. I'd have liked Gods to try and get more goals this year, but it's just not been in his locker, unfortunately. And then a few moments later, 10 minutes to go till half time, Hoskins into Danny Rose. Danny Rose with a low shot. Maybe should have tried a placement shot on Sanev there. Missed the opportunity at going 3 goals up. And then 5 minutes to go till half time, we're going to plough forward again. O'Neill into Kinsella, slides it in. Robbie Gotts, great chance. And he dinks that over Sanev, but it goes wide. And that's kind of been the story for Gotts. That's why he's not been such a high goal scorer. Because he is more of a creator than an actual finisher. And now, just before half time, Hoskins gets in. And Sanev with a great save to push it wide of the post. We go in at the break. 2 goals to the good. I'm pretty much sure this should be a home banker. Wimbledon just trying to make sure that this doesn't get out of hand. And they're going to come at us here with an hour played. It's going to be thread through. Asal turns away from Piergianni, who can't catch him. Great save by Damian Brown, the standing prospect goalkeeper. But his parry just falls to Asal, and Asal puts that in from close range. Decided to give Damian Brown a go here. The Prospect Academy goalkeeper called up. And he didn't do too badly. If anything, you could maybe criticise and say he should have pushed that around the post, not back out. But he'll learn from that. Cody Johnson on here. Great opportunity. He's going to chip this up. Nichols knocks it down. Kinsella kind of had more time than he realised. He went for sort of like a jump and a shot at the same time. So 10 minutes to go. Still 2-1. Wimbledon ploughing forward, trying to get themselves an equaliser. And that's what I was talking about before. Brown with a great save to push that header around the post. They're going to come back at us 5 minutes from time. This ball's going to be thread through from Marsh onto Davison, and he tried to curl that in. And Josh Davison is their top scorer. We know how good he is. Not able to score on that occasion. Brown at full stretch, but it goes past the post. We do finally pick up a win. Please let me know in the comments box what you think. But I'm happy to just pick up 3 points here. Alright, thanks for watching today. If you're enjoying the series, consider watching more content by clicking on the playlist available at the end of this video. I'll see you guys back on the channel on Monday. We've got games against Stockport County, Oxford United and Bolton Wanderers to finish Season 2. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. I'll see you guys real soon.
It's so vital to get off to a quick start in these group stages.